Hello. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Living in Boulder vlog. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do living in Boulder vlog on my main channel maybe from now on. Instead of just training because now it's kind of like everything, and I have a more interesting life now than just sitting around on the computer all the time doing stuff. So yeah, today I was thinking about I wanted to ride my bike on the inside and work on my computer all day long, doing these castles, getting going on the timeline again. I'm kind of realizing I can do a lot with my timeline in not as much time as I thought with these castles. And it's time I do it. So I got up at like 11:30. I think I had a little bit of insomnia last night, and then I ran to my mom's house because she had my bike, and so that was a mile and a half. It's a mile as a crow flies, but a mile and a half. And I ran better. I was running 11. I'm sorry, I was running like a 12:05 mile. That's what my Apple Watch said. Apple Watch still can't communicate with the phone. It's so weird. I'm gonna call Apple and ask them what the hell. But but yeah, I managed to run. My calves are blown to hell. And then I got my bike and I did some errands. I went down to town and I got um I went back home on my bike and I was wanted to put my triathlon aero bars on my bike right there to ride on the inside because that's the way that you do a mouse. You get your hands on the triathlon bars, and then in one hand you hold the trackball mouse. And with the computer right in front of you, you can just worky. And then if you have to hit a button, you just hit it's right there on the table on the table right in front of me. I'll do a demo of my setup tomorrow probably. And it works great, man. Like back in January, I was doing it. I was riding 100 miles a day and working the whole time. So yeah, I was gonna do that today, but I had to. But with this new bike, I had to put the aero bars on, and the screws weren't long enough. So that was one of my errands. One of my errands was to get a long Ethernet cable, so I didn't have to step over it and under it. Get that Ethernet cable right yonder. So I got a 25 footer, so now that makes my life a lot easier. And then I got the four extra, or actually six to get extra, so I don't lose one. But really long screws, so I can put the arrow bars on with big rubber things and stick them on. And then I did another errand. I got a swimming cap from the swimming place because I tore the top of my swimming cap off because I tried to take it off without taking my goggles off first. The crazy mistakes you make when you're starting out. Yeah, so I blew a bunch of money on that stuff and then came back. And by the time I came back, I had noticed I was tired. I swam 7,520 meters yesterday, and that was enough to make me kind of tired today. I'm just starting out, and it's okay to not overcook yourself. I've been gone years. I've been gone years and years. It's basically laying in like a coma in bed for like 20 years, you know? When was the last time? I can't even remember the last time I did anything. So, yeah. I was lifting weights and stretching 10 years ago, but nothing since then, you know? So you kind of and plus I'm 45, so you got to kind of ratchet it up slowly, you know? I feel feverish now. Plus, it was frickin' Arctic temperatures today again. Well, not Arctic temperatures. It was too cold. I looked in the mountains, it's snow everywhere, so I'm like, I don't want to run up in the mountains and slip on some snow or run through mud. So tomorrow it's supposed to be, and then the computer said it was raining and it was raining. So tomorrow it's supposed to be like not rainy and freezing. So tomorrow is the day I'm going to run. I'm going to get up whenever I get up, probably 11, try to get to sleep as soon as I can at night. Get up and just run all day long, climb as many mountains as I can. I'll start with Sanitas. I'll probably make it up to the top of Sanitas. I'll make it up to the top of um, um, Red Rocks Hill, and then I'll run over the other side. I'll get to Eben G. Fine Park, and I'll probably be like, let's do it. And I might make it to the top of Green Mountain, and if I do that, that's accomplishment. And if I'm hardcore enough, I'll do Bear Mountain and then South Boulder Peak and run home, and that'll be a freaking marathon. So we'll see if I can or cannot do it. But yeah, tomorrow. But I didn't want to ride my bike so much today because that meant that I would be too beat to run tomorrow, and I wanted to be on as strong as I could to run tomorrow, and I wanted to get ahead on my put a whole day onto my castles. So I have North Europe 1,000 to 1,500 castles, If you click on the Google Earth of the castles in Ireland, it will take you to the Google Earth location. And if you click on the Flickr of all of them on the North Europe 1,000 to 500, you will see the image of Flickr. So, yeah. So I got a good ahead. I got a good start on that, you know, and now I'm primed to do it on my bike if I want on the inside, or you know, evening on the on my computer. You know, I sacrifice stretching to do that, but I mean, I can't completely abandon my website. I checked analytics, and my website's at 82,000 page views a month, and that's up. I mean, just last week it said 71, you know, and I've been stuck in the 70s for like a year or whatever. But the thing is, once I hit 100, I can start getting paid, because AdThrive told me that they want me, and so, but they have a minimum of 100,000. But you know, once I hit to 100,000, that means I also have to look at the surface level and make my website presentable. You know, make it okay to me too, and I have to take away all the, not all my dimensions page. I only think I'll live alone, but I have to take away some like other photos. I don't want to get busted for copyright. I have like Chinese pyramids up there, but I don't think I'm going to take those away. Chinamen like to take our copyright, so I'll take their pyramid photos. And they're from like 100 years ago anyway. It's probably outside of copyright. But so yeah, that's what I'm up to now. It doesn't matter. I'm not bummed that I didn't exercise that much today, because I did exercise. I rode like 5 miles and ran a mile and a half, but the priority is exercise. I will exercise before I will work on my website. And that's just how it is from now on. The only thing keeping me back is this fucking rain, man. As soon as I start, it's like, don't go outside. So it's like, okay, then I won't go outside and work on my computer. Oh, yeah, plus I wanted to finish that book of Ireland, and then, you know, listen to a Wikipedia article, and then do my Ireland book so that I could get started on another one. There's this, I want to do dialysis, and then there's this book about this dude who took a boat across South America and saw like all these like huge cities in the Amazon. Apparently the Amazon had 20 million people living in it in the 1500s, and there were all these cities with 50,000 people in the city, which is as big as London at the time, so that's pretty amazing. Okay, enough talking. Peace out.